I just think the knowledge will help you prepare for it. It's not trying to be a negative video. I just want other students, incoming college students and existing undergrad students like myself to know that just these are the things that you should be aware of. They may not happen, they may or may not happen to you, but it's just what my experience and what I wish what they told me. This is gonna be the truth about college, what they don't tell you about college. This is not premeditated, so this is coming straight from the heart, and I'm gonna just give it to y'all real. I'm going in no specific order. This is just how I feel. This is the first things that come to mind. These are the things that they really don't tell you when you're first going to college. And yeah, so let's just get right into it. Number one, I don't have anything on my phone. I'm looking at the timer. See, at the timer. I'm gonna just put the phone down though. Okay, the first thing they don't tell you about college, for one, is that you aren't prepared. Nope, you're not prepared. I say you're not prepared because if you're anything like me and you went to like a public school or inner city school, you just weren't taught the right way, the right things, or properly. Because I noticed for myself, I've always felt like I was so behind. Like the teachers would be, or the professors would be explaining things on different subjects, and I'd be like I don't even learn this. So for me, it was like I was learning all of this for the first time. Or they'd be like, so I'm gonna bounce off of so-and-so. Or like, for example, in a history class, like we never really studied like W.E.B. Du Bois in high school at all, or not even a little bit, like at all. So I think my first African American studies class, they were like, so you guys know who W.E.B. Du Bois is? And then I was like, yeah, no, I don't. So like he's like skipped over it because he's like, you guys already know that already. And I'm like, I really don't know these things. Like I don't know anything. So like just that, you always feel like you don't know anything because they didn't teach you properly. And it's not bad because you can always go and learn yourself. But if you're not willing to go and learn, then honey, you're just gonna be way behind. So there's like a lot of scenarios like that where I would go into a class and I was supposed to know something and I didn't know it. So they don't tell you that. They don't prepare you for college. It doesn't matter if you're the smartest student in your class, if you're the top ranked, top 20, whatever, like I was. It doesn't even matter because you can still possibly be behind. That's number one. Number two is that college is not that hard. Like, it probably sounds crazy, but college really isn't that hard. Like, they just hype it all up. Like, you really got to be focused. You really got to be dedicated. It's not even that. I feel like, and this is like 2 and 3 mixed, like it's just that you go through a lot more things in college than just school. For some people it's finding yourself. From other people it's like anxiety and depression. You're starting to actually feel it because you're isolated. You're by yourself. You're not at home anymore. So you're not distracted. You're not taunted by your little brothers, your sisters, your siblings, whoever you live with. You're not distracted by that. You don't have someone always checking up on you because you're literally always on the go. You're doing things on your own, and that's just like that has a lot to go into why. What was I saying? See, this is the problem. This is why I should have wrote it down. Those are the things that make college hard. It's not the classes, it's not this, it's not that. To be honest with you, okay, math and science classes can be hard if you just don't like those subjects. Personally, for me, and then vice versa. If you don't like history and English classes and you don't like writing, those classes may be a little hard for you. But overall, the work is doable for some classes. There's some professors that just straight up be tripping and they have like 20 assignments for you. I don't even know. They just come out the blue. And like, yeah, some professors are tough and like, you know, the work is tough, but like, anybody can do the work if you really put your mind to it. So that's all I'm saying. Is I'm not saying that the school is like super easy and the work is all easy. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that the work is doable. It may take you a longer time, harder work, but what makes school extremely hard is all the other factors that go into your life that the school doesn't consider. So this assignment could be really hard for you and it may take more time for you to do, but on top of that you're dealing with depression, on top of that you're dealing with anxiety, on top of that you're dealing with isolation, on top of that you're dealing with, there's a lot of things that you can be dealing with. Another thing is they do not even tell you a little bit about like your health. Your health, for me personally, my health declined, I would say, when I got to college because first of all, in high school, I was in like 4 sports at one time. So I did 2 cheers, I did 2 swims, and then, yeah, that's basically what I did. I did a lot of stuff when I was in high school. I was always in these clubs and all this stuff. And I found that, personally, when I got, or not personally, when I got to high school, I mean, when I got to college, I didn't do those things anymore. It's a long story. I'm not gonna get into that because that's not what this video is about, but I didn't do those things anymore. So when I got to college and I'm not swimming anymore, I'm not cheering anymore, I'm not exercising anymore, and like the food they have is like, yes, it's good. We're like #1 public school for food, whatever. Yeah, the food's okay, but it's not healthy for you to consume every single day. Like a lot of that food is just like, it just isn't, it's not it. Trust me, it's not it. I know because I ate it for like 2 years. But yeah, the food is not all that. It's not really good for you. And like I've noticed that a lot of people's health, like they struggle with their weight. And that would be like another problem. My weight wasn't a problem, but I was just upset with myself because I had gained like 20, literally, like I think I gained 30 pounds. I don't even think I gained 20 pounds. I gained 30 pounds. So like that freshman 20, that freshman 30 is a real thing. And it's not even bad because 9 times there's, well, half and half. It could be your hormones, it could be a lot of different things, it could be like your body adjusting, growing, whatever. But for me, it was just unhealthy eating habits, and that's only because you're always on the go. You don't have time to sit and pick what you're gonna eat. You literally just, for us, we have meal plans, so you just like, they swipe your card, you go in the dining hall, you get your food, you leave. You don't have time to like plan your meals when you gotta go do homework, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you don't have time for it. You don't have time for it. So for me, the health, staying on my health was really hard. I did have time. I was going to the gym at one point and then I stopped because I was going through a lot, and that was just a whole nother thing. But yeah, I was going through a lot, and like I didn't stay on top of my working out because I just was feeling like real down. I think, so going back to like going through other stuff, I think one of the worst things in college is that they don't tell you that you may possibly go through anxiety, you may possibly go through depression. It's just kind of weird because, you know, those aren't even talked about a lot, anxiety and depression. And yet at UCLA specifically, I think our campus is one of the largest, like we have a high percentage of students with depression and anxiety. And I hate that they don't shine light on that. They don't take care of their students. You feel like the school doesn't care about you, and technically they don't. You feel like they don't care about you because they don't care about you. They just want your money so you can get your certificate. So you're working your butt off, and they don't even care about your mental and well-being. And that, to me, it just like it irks the crap out of me. I want to say another thing, or like your social life. I feel like sometimes that's depending upon you yourself personally, but some people get so sucked in that they don't have a social life anymore. I've been both. I've had an extremely good social life, and I've been sucked into where I didn't have a social life. So I'm like kind of on both scales. They definitely didn't tell me that, not, well, obviously they're not gonna tell me, but like I struggled being social with people because it was just like, I felt like everybody was all for themselves. I couldn't stand, especially at a PWI, I couldn't stand being on a campus where everybody felt like everything was always all about them. I'm like a people person. I like to conversate with people. I like to get to know everybody, everything like that. But I'm the type of person where, let me turn this off real quick. Cancel. But I'm the type of person where I want to see how you're doing. I'm genuine about what I'm talking about. I'm genuine when I see you. I want to greet you, whatever. I felt like everybody was just so about themselves. Understandably though. You go through so much, you just don't really want to worry about the people. But it's just like, I don't know. It's like a wall. There's always a wall. So you literally are at this campus with thousands of people, millions of people, and you feel so alone all the time. Even if you have friends, you can still feel so alone because people are like walking past you. You speak a little bit, you go to class. And I've been those people too. Like, I don't really want to talk. I want to go to class. But even in that, you just feel so like alone in a campus where there's so many students. You would think it's like this, hey, what's up? And it is sometimes, like, you have those days, but most of the time you're so busy with school and so focused on this class that you really don't have time to talk to nobody. So for me, that was like a huge, like, that's when I just was like starting my little antisocial phase, because I was just like, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling the vibe I'm getting from people. I'm not feeling it at all. And then also being at a PWI, I felt like a lot of people felt like they had to uphold this image, like, you know, they like kind of forgot where they came from, or they remember where they came from, but it was like with a filter. So when I'm talking to people, I'm sharing with people, everything just seems so fake. It doesn't even seem genuine. And like that I struggle with so much, because I even question, like, is UCLA the place for me? Because these people are not even real. But then again, in real life, people always have a filter on. But like, I'm trying to explain how it was at UCLA. Like at UCLA, it was like a little bit different, because I can't, it's not even like something I can pinpoint, but all I'm gonna say is like, it was just so filtered. It wasn't an atmosphere for me. I think the last and final thing that I really want to like touch on before this video is over is that I'm a very creative being. Like I'm a very creative being. Like one of the, like, let me see, like, let me just list like things that I'm into right now. I want to create businesses. I want to be an entrepreneur so bad. Like I work on it every day. There's like, I literally have a journal. Like I can open my computer right now and there's probably like 30 different things of like different businesses I've opened up. Like look, literally they're like notes of like this one business I was starting to open up. I'm researching on this side. If you probably go to pages, the first thing you'll see is literally me and my steps to opening my hair business. So as you can see, there's a lot of things I want to do besides just studying for school. And don't get me wrong, I'm definitely going to get my degree, but like I really do struggle with like finding my why at UCLA. Sometimes all the times I'm always like, okay, I know there's a bigger purpose for me at UCLA, but I just haven't found that reason yet. I just haven't found it. I really haven't found like why I'm there. I know there's a purpose for me there, but I haven't found the reason why I'm there. Like I know God has me here for a reason, but it hasn't shown itself to me yet. And I pray on it. But yeah, like I was saying, like I'm very creative. I want to paint. I want to do these things. I want to design clothes. I want to create different looks. I want to be into, there's a lot of things I want to do, just to say the least. There's a lot of things I want to do. But like school truly does suppress the creative mind, especially UCLA. I'm gonna just say it how it is. Like I can't even, like, it'll even like stop me from being creative. I'll start getting depressed. I can't even have creative thoughts anymore because I'm so focused on school, and the schoolwork is so draining. It's so not interesting. Hey, I'm doing a video. Huh? You can talk.
What's that?
I don't know. He's up with dad doing push-ups or something. Okay, so like I was saying, so yeah, it really does suppress the creative mind. I want to also touch on the fact that you're going to be disappointed in some of your classes. That's another thing. And I'm listing these all over the place, but to me, it's just what's coming to my mind as I go. Don't be shocked. You're going to be disappointed in some of your classes, because personally for me, so I was studying communications for a little bit, and I actually dropped it. I had to drop the major because I literally hated it. I thought UCLA's communications major program was going to be similar to USC's Annenberg program, and it's truly not. We're a science and math based school, so everything is literally science and math based, like literally the study of communication. So we studied like the why people communicate the way they do. It just was boring. It was boring. I'm not going to go into all the details. If you guys want to know more about that, you can go ahead and let me know below, and I'll do another video on that, because that's a story in itself. But yeah, like you're going to be disappointed in your classes. Like English classes, I mean, they're all right because I'm cool with writing, but you're going to be disappointed. Science classes, I studied a class on rocks. Literally rocks. You think I'm joking? No, this was like a requirement, and this was the only one because all the other ones were impacted. They all get into that too. Having too many people at your school and going to a school, a PWI that's super popular. Why? Because of this. So we were studying a class on rocks. Oh my God, in the midterm, I kid you not, we had rocks on the table sitting in front of us, and there was like this long piece of paper. And then we had like 2 minutes or 5 minutes to fill out what about the rock. We literally looked at the rock, and it was like, what's the name of this rock? How was this rock created? Like it had all these questions. Like I can't even remember because I don't even care. It was really irrelevant. I don't even know how this would be useful outside of school, unless I was going to be like a paleontologist. I don't understand how this would be useful, because I'm not gonna go and be like, oh, look at that rock, you know, this rock is from da 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 da. It's just not really useful in my life. So yeah, as I was taking that test, I'm literally sitting there crying. I'm crying. It is literally so depressing. Like, this isn't a joke. Like, you sit there and you do all this work and it's like you still don't know nothing. Like, I'm studying a rock and I don't care about it. So then we go to the next rock and the next rock and the next rock, and finally I just get up and I leave, because I can't do it. I don't want to sit and take a test about a rock. Like, why? This is the reason why I'm like, why am I here? What am I doing here? What's my purpose here? You know, sometimes you just got to do things you don't like. But that's something I wasn't willing to do. Study about this rock and take this long test. I mean, it was a packet about rocks. So yeah, no, that's another thing. So last but not least, let's talk about attending a school that has a huge population. For me, culture shock was not a thing. For a lot of people, it is. There's only 4% black students at UCLA, and half of them are all athletes. So that leaves like 1.5% students. I'm making that up. I don't actually know the percentage. It is 4% at UCLA, but I don't know the percentage of students versus athletes. But I know for sure that half of them are athletes. So I don't know the percentage of them that are just students. It's frustrating, because they don't. I'm not gonna say they don't care about you. Yeah, they don't care about you. There's people that care. But overall, the school doesn't care about you, and that's the reality of it. I hate to be so like negative about it, or I don't want to seem like that, but it's just the truth. I'm trying to be really truthful and very transparent with you guys, because I wish these things were told to me before I went to UCLA. Another thing is, when you're attending a school that has so many students, no one can actually kind of help you. And so I struggled with, like, I was taking a Math 22 class. I don't know why I took that class. I hate math anyways. But it's just like he's giving assignments every day, but he posts them the same day they're supposed to be due. So we have like 4 hours to do the assignment. For me, I'm taking 3 hours to learn how to do the assignment. Then it's giving me another like hour to like rush and complete the assignment. So for other students, it's a little bit easier. But you don't get that one-on-one time. You don't get to just go with your teacher and TA, and like, yes, sometimes you have a TA and your classes are split up into smaller groups, maybe like 15, 10, 20 people out of a class that's 500, a lecture that's 500 students. You'll get sectioned off into a TA and your discussion sections with your TA that has like 10 to 20 students in it, ranging from 10 to 20 students in it. That still doesn't give you that one-on-one time that you need. And at that point, you're just like, I'm gonna just rock it out by myself. I'm not about to keep annoying her. And you just always feel like you're annoying your teacher or your TA when you need help or whatever. I mean, don't be scared to ask for help, but that's just how I feel. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, you know, want to know what's another thing? Another big thing is like, people always, so I have a lot of my family and friends will be like, oh my god, how's UCLA? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, how's UCLA? And I don't mind the question. It's just like, it's school. I don't know what you really want me to say about it. I love learning. Don't get me wrong, like, I actually love learning. It's just that it's hard to tell people the truth without them thinking that you're being negative about it. They don't know how to conversate about it. They're like, oh, like maybe you're not engaging yourself, and that possibly could be another thing, but I'll get into that in another video. But that it's just that people don't know how to conversate with you. They don't know how to dig deeper into it. They just think you're being negative about it, and that's not really the thing. It's just that overall, it's just school. If you're asking me about my college experience, I'm about to tell you it's lit, because I've enjoyed myself in my college ages during the time I've been in college. But when you're asking me how is UCLA, I'm thinking you're asking me how is school, how is your work going, and yes, I get good grades, yes, I'm passing well. Don't get me wrong, I might have a C in there. I got probably like a D or 2 Ds in a class I had to retake. So you get what I'm saying? Like, I do well in school. However, it doesn't mean that it's easy. It doesn't mean that it's just a sweet ride. Like, school is school. At the end of the day, school is school. So, but I don't want you guys to get discouraged. I'm probably going to upload a positive video before I do this video. Maybe like how to get into UCLA. But this is just things they don't tell you about college, about universities, about PWIs, and I just wanted to let y'all know real quick, as fast as I could. If y'all have any questions or want me to talk about a certain subject or talk about something, I'm more than open to doing so. I am in my 3rd year at UCLA, so I'm almost done. I got like 5 weeks left, so I'm pretty experienced in being an undergrad. So, you know, I'm open to answering questions. I'm here for college advice because I needed a lot of it and I didn't get any of it. I had to answer my own questions. I always take the hard way. I don't know why. But don't be like me. Don't be hard-headed. Don't try to do everything yourself. Please, please, please don't try to do everything yourself. Yeah, so let me know. I hope this helped, or this at least gave you guys some insight that you don't know about college. It's all about knowledge. This isn't to knock college. This isn't to discourage you from going to college. These are just things that they do not tell you about that you just need to be aware of, so that you're not just walking into it and then you're like blown away. Because that's what happened to me. I wasn't truly upset, but it did affect me in some ways. So yeah, bye guys. I love you. Thank you for watching. This is the college edition. Stay tuned for more college edition things, college edition related videos on my channel. All right, give this video a thumbs up if you heard something that you haven't heard yet. If it helped you out a little bit, I hope you enjoyed. Bye. See you next video.